Did you know that art and medicine have always been closely connected? How? Let's take a leap back to the 1500s. While most people know Vesalius, many don't realize that the anatomical illustrations in the Humani Corporis Fabrica were actually made by a painter. That painter was Jan Valcalcar, one of Tiziano's pupils. These illustrations brought clarity to our understanding of human anatomy, bridging art and science and helping to shape modern medicine. Hello everyone, my name is Elena Rugolo and I'm here to introduce Medicine in Art, a book that not only traces the history of medicine but also reveals how art has played a crucial role in advancing medical knowledge over the centuries. A doctor partakes of two cultures, the dominant one, that of science, the second that of the art of healing. This is how the writer decides to start the intro to this journey. Using this quote from The Art of Healing by Bernard Lone, he highlights that medicine is in fact an art. The book is divided in chapters by the key contents of medicine, such as the invalid, care, physician, suffering, and many others. All of the chapters are moreover divided into subtopics, and today we are going to go through some of the most important ones, starting by illness and poverty. During the Middle Ages, the sick man was connected to the poor. Poverty itself was called the morborum genitrix, mother of diseases. Artistic images depicting the poverty itself automatically include the sick, by several expressions of chronic illness easy to observe and depict, just like motor disabilities, blindness, and congenital deformities. We can see this in Presentation at the Temple by Gentile da Fabriano, where on the right side of the painting are positioned two poor figures, probably beggars. This antithesis can be read as a sort of comparison between the glossy world of the cowards and its humble and miserable opposite of the common people. I would like to connect to the needy and make a jump through concepts to the charity. The concept of charity is guided by the historical figure of Saint Elizabeth of Hungary, patron saint of nurses. She dedicated her entire life in the care of those in need. My favorite artwork to represent this concept is the one by Pierre Subleiras, where in 1598 Saint Camillus de Lelis saves nearly 500 patients in the Sistine ward of the Hospital of Santo Spirito in Rome, from the waters of the Tiber. The gesture and the arrangement of the figures makes the spectator understand the severity and the rush of the event. Art has a crucial role in the construction of historical events and people's lives. In the chapter called Pioneers of Surgery, we can see that the 19th century saw the great flowering of surgery. Great innovations were made possible by two outstanding events, the arrival of general anesthesia and the procedure of antisepsis. Many paintings document the work of the illustrious physician during that time. For example, this Hinckley's painting celebrates the first operation made under anesthesia, and it's the only visual documentation we have about it. But the ones I love the most are the ones representing the work of Dr. Jules-Émile Péan. The famous French painter Toulouse-Lautrec portrays many of his operations. We can see that the figures are sketched in rapid brushstrokes in order to emphasize the accuracy of the actions. The artist doesn't concentrate on the details of the operation, but he's very focused in the facial expression of the surgeon. The same doctor is shown in a painting by Henri Gevet before the operation. In this painting, Dr. Péan is explaining the procedure before starting a mastectomy in a patient. This time, we have a different point of view. We seem to be standing in the room with them. Isn't it involving? Pay attention, can't you almost hear the sound of the doctor speaking? To end this journey, I would like to make a personal analysis on one of my favorite paintings, through the dimension of suffering. As I said, art helps us in the reconstruction of events. Historians managed to rebuild Caravaggio's life or death, but I would like to bring you with me into the Borghese Gallery to see how. Thanks to his self-portrait, The Young Sick Bacchus, we have a visual representation of Caravaggio's condition after being unseated by a horse. His leg was injured, leading to a severe infection, and we can see this by the pale face and the blue lips of the god of wine. The face is drawn into a painful slight smile, and his right leg is stretched out under the table. Keeping in mind that painters used mirrors for self-portraits at the time, today we are aware that the injured leg was the opposite of what we see, the left one. These little details are important for the history, don't underestimate it. To conclude, Medicine in Art takes us on a journey where art plays a crucial role in shaping, challenging, and humanizing medicine, from anatomical discovery to empathy in patient care. This book reminds us that medicine isn't just science, it's also deeply human, and art is one of its most powerful voices.